All right. Welcome in. We are playing Metroid Prime Remastered and are kind of here to just talk about why people want this so much. I personally appreciate that this is a thing. Of course, I love the original game. I never really thought that it needed to have a remaster, but it's nice that it's here, most certainly. I haven't played this yet. I haven't played this at all yet. I've only seen stuff and it looks beautiful. I truly appreciate it in every way, shape, or form, this. But I kind of wanted to know why people, or get other perspectives as to why people want remasters in general, or even remakes. A lot of it has to do with just being able to be brought back to what they used to know. Because maybe things aren't really jiving. Maybe it's not really the stuff that's here today might not be jiving with people in the same way that the games used to jive with them. So it is an interesting, very interesting thought. Because I kind of feel that way sometimes. I kind of feel that I don't like the newer games as much. I find myself liking the older stuff, though I would like to try something new. But you know, as you get older, things are a little bit different in the sense that work and just being busier and not being able to play as much as you used to as a child. So there's that. But aside from that, though, it's still something that's weird because creators want to sell their games, and the way that they sell their games is by basically trying to appeal to newer crowds, and that kind of changes over time because of the way that humans evolve in the sense of their living and how they live. So people have shorter attention spans, for example, so that's one thing to keep in mind, that they keep in mind. And so that goes with everything, though, that we consume. So it's a very interesting thought. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get started playing. I do wonder, though, what your thoughts are on the topic. Specifically, like I said, I've never thought or really wanted a remaster of Metroid Prime, but they did it anyway. So why? Oh, whoops, sorry. Why is that? Where's my actual start button on this controller? Oh, no, this is a start. Oh, okay. They want the A button, this. But this again will be my first time playing. Nintendo decided to grace us. What is this? What are you showing me? What is the exclamation part? Concept guide. We already have stuff? Let's take a look then. Kinda, maybe this is like the first look into. Now, if you know if these are like remastered illustrations, let me know. Are these remastered or are these an original game? This is actually kind of interesting how they try to grab your attention with that exclamation point at the bottom. I wonder if they did it on purpose just to, you know, get yourself interested, get the person interested. Though most people will just start the game. So I have an inkling this is just what was in there before, but it's possible that it's different. It looks like they put a lot of effort into it and everything. All the overlays and stuff look neat. Though it's been a while since I played, maybe like not a year, but maybe close to 2 years since I played through, no, probably less than a year and a half or so. I played this game again. Like I played it because a coworker gave me their trilogy. Oh no, that's Twilight Princess I'm thinking of. I bought the trilogy on Wii U before the Wii U store went out. That is what happened. Because I wanted to just play it. Okay, yeah, this has to be like a remastered. See, yeah, they capture your attention with this at the very beginning. That's super interesting. I at least assume it is. This is great. But I kind of was thinking, like, why do this? Why do this? I think personally, this is maybe just a way for them to show off what they have cooking potentially for Prime 4, which is probably not a new thought for anyone. That's just what I think. Okay, then they already have this there. But that's interesting how they grab you with it from the very beginning with that. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but Nintendo is very smart sometimes. All right, let's just play and let's see what they got cooking, because a part of how they made this may attribute to a lot of the reasons why people care for, because not only, of course, I felt the same way. I never initially felt like we should have a remaster of this, because I when I replayed it, I liked it for what it was. I didn't really care. But like now that they've done this though, people are like, where's the Prime 2, Prime 3 remaster? And I'm like, well, that's a very interesting question, because I would also like to know that. Since they've decided to grace us with this beautiful spectacle, why not do the same for the others? I think it is just because they want to have something out there that's like, hey, we know what we're doing. We know how to still cook. And we'll show you that the people who we have working on Prime 4 also cook and know how to do the saucy dishes and do the flip and the pan and the saucy pan flip-tastic stuff. They know how to do that without looking in their hands behind their back, and they know how to take your order without actually having a notepad down. That is what we're trying to show you. At least that's what my theory is. And I don't think that that was ever something they planned to do for the other games, though I do still hope that they do. But why is that? Because I personally think we don't need them, right? I think they're good enough the way that they are, even in the trilogy. I liked it for what it was on on the GameCube. Prime 1, Prime 2 on the GameCube, because that's what I played. I still have not played Prime 3 yet, but I've seen a lot of it. But is she looking spectacularly shiny today? Yes. But I personally didn't think we needed one. But at this point in time, it's like, well, why not, though? Uh-oh, I have to start playing, so I might not be as mentally available to speak. So let's see. Hold. This is probably another reason, though, like to give a chance to older games to play on newer hardware and with different control schemes and stuff. This is basically going to be similar to, well, either version, right? Because I'm playing with a controller, but I'm very certain that I could play with the Wii remotes, right? I'm pretty certain I can play with the Wii remotes, which is kind of cool to have both worlds. Have the best of the both worlds. I would like to see the side by side. I'm assuming what button it is. It's just the lock on button. Hey, I see that post, Samus. I see you. I see you, I see you. I don't need that. To be honest, I am definitely a pro. They had a bigger hitbox on it. I definitely missed that, to be sure. This is so cool. I wonder how people felt when they first played this, when it first came out. Oh, is this this prevent me to fall? Or is this like an optical illusion that hopefully people aren't over here trying to push each other off? Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, this looks amazing. Oh, we might as well. Scan everything. Do it. I love it. I forgot to scan my ship. That's kind of a sadness, but you know. They're crawling through the vents like little critters. Oh. It's definitely been a while. Oh, sorry. I really meant to actually... Darn, I keep doing that though. That is a true statement. I keep doing that. Morphology space prior status death caused by severing of spinal cord. Good gracious. Biohazardous material phase on because they're messing with stuff they don't need to mess with. And analysis shows incredibly large muscle structures surrounding the jaw area. Fluid sacs containing acid are also detected. Morphology unknown. Info. High levels of radiation detected. How would you feel being Samus and just having to come pick up after all of their mess? It seemingly feels that way. Space parasite death caused by severe flame damage to exoskeleton. Skeleton. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I hear the skitter. Oh, there's more of them. The good, because I forgot. Yeah. I mean, I didn't forget. I just unfortunately destroyed them. New creatures. Parasite. They travel in swarms. Titan 4. Single parasite is harmless to larger life forms. However, they tend to travel in large groups, swarming over potential prey. Such swarms can be dangerous, which is a true statement. Death. Acid burns. Chemical type is unknown. Just a lot happening here. I'm not really much on the lore side. I don't know as much of the lore, but I do want to try this with the remote, with the real remote. I enjoyed playing it on the Wii U. I know it was still fighting for his whole life. Weak life signs detected. A large bite marks have been seen on the exoskeleton. Okay. It's just a story unraveling between thine eyes. Hey there. Sorry. Not necessarily. Though this is a bit weird. Oh, there it is. Interesting. Though, how did this play on the GameCube? I still have it on my GameCube. But I do know that I thought that since the A button was big and fat, they made the A button on the GameCube do most of the main things that you're going to be doing. If you're going to be doing Smash, you're playing Smash, you're pressing the A button a lot more. And they just did that. It was an interesting way to go about that. But now I'm curious as to how it was originally, actually. It's interesting. It fires a few times first before it gives me a chance to charge. More little parasiticides. Is it mothball time? Oh, rockets right off the back. Why? They ask me why. To download the map. Hey, we got that nice 3D visual even though I haven't done it yet. But so far so good. See, it's when they give us stuff like this that makes us like super giddy about remasters or remakes. It's like, well, what are the possibilities to make this game that was already so great even back then, to bring it to newer hardware to potentially show a lot more of the vision that was originally there. Now this is a little bit easier to get around. I struggled before when I was doing this a year or so and some change ago. The maps definitely give me that vertigo. I think they highlights. The highlight isn't snapping, so that's kind of cool. I kind of like that a little. Oh, this is only for turning. This is where I need to move. It at least helps me a little bit. Okay, I'll try to get used to that so we're not waiting all the time. Because last time I feel like most of my existence was on the map. But that's all good. Radiation levels is normal right now. But I assume that that's probably one of the main reasons why people want the others remastered, because even though it doesn't change much for this game specifically, it still adds a very nice finish on a game that was already so beloved, and that would apply to the others as well. There are certain remakes and remasters that bide very well with their counterparts, especially in the sense of games that just didn't have. They did what they could with it, but they still did it masterfully. But to be able to see it now is a crazy thought. Warning: flames. Use the morph ball disc. They are under lockdown. Under severe lockdown. But I still, like I said, because I never felt that Prime games need a remaster at all, especially when we have the trilogy. Though, of course, there's a whole other thing when it comes to companies just shutting down our access to older games. So preservation is just very important to many people, including me, because I still want to be able to have certain access to older games just to know that I can. Because like I said, when it gets to a point where he's struggling too. I'm sorry, Space Pirate, but you know, right. Thank you. Sorry. How many shots? Okay, 4. How many shots does it take to get to the center of a Space Pirate desk? I'm sorry. Oh, every part of this. It's like the stages of life, though I just like connect that with just Metroids. But everything has a stage of life. Even we humans, we're baby first. Or a larvae, maybe. I say that without knowing the exact terms. I don't... Oh. What? That means... Bagaboo. Okay, I understood. Bagaboo. Alright, yeah. No, we wouldn't be finding anything this early because there's nothing here. This is just the intro to the game. But as I was saying, the Prime games, I personally don't believe need any type of rework, especially because of that. But it sucks when things are getting more limited. We can't play the games of our past, and if we don't like what's out there right now and how they're doing now, then it's just unfortunate, because it's like, well, what do we do? Did I get it? I kind of want to just aim at it. Oh, I think it's the wrong thing. It's that. That's kind of crazy. I always thought it was the red light. Maybe that's why I missed it before, even though back then I was still locking on, and it would miss sometimes, but I just like how it makes the atmosphere a whole lot cooler. There's something to be said by the fact that it didn't need a remaster, but a remaster still helps it in so many ways. A much more immersive experience with the visuals. But even then, like I said, it's in more than one way that I feel that these games didn't need one. I still like the way that they look now. Oh. I still like the way that the Prime games look on GameCube and Wii. I appreciate them. They're nice, they're still cool. But this is always nice as well. Of course, they always want to keep moving forward and not necessarily rely on the past, though there are plenty of companies that do. Like Nintendo does this every once in a while, because they understand that there's a market, like them doing a, I forget what the specifics between doing a remaster on Zelda, or it's the HD basically. That one definitely didn't need it for it to be one of the later Zelda titles, but they understand that there's a market for it, so they'll abuse it too, like other people, but not necessarily abuse it, but they'll take advantage of it. They'll take advantage of it, yes. They'll take advantage of it like other companies would. It's gonna break out anyway, right? You just don't need to right now, just don't worry about it. But they understand that there's a need. Some companies abuse it because they're like, well, we can't do anything good anyway. Then that kind of just reassures and reaffirms my stupid idea about the fact that they don't make them like they used to, kind of thing. But that's not necessarily true. It's just my biased viewpoint on it. My biased viewpoint on, of course, games I feel that were made when I was younger have a whole lot more gusto. I feel like there is some truth in it. I very much do, because for example, Sonic. I liked a lot of the older Sonics, even the ones that weren't that bad, mostly because I appreciated the ambition. I felt like a lot later they still made semi-okay games, but like what was missing was something that would immerse me. But there are people that like games for different reasons. Oh, he's alive in gusto. I am scanning everything even though I don't need to. It's interesting that they have so many unique entries. Yeah, we know about them. They be doing everything with these creatures. Goodness, yeah, native Talon. But those creatures still look similar to, like, you know, just even the original Metroid creatures. They're on SR3. But yeah, with Sonic, it's one of those ones that's similar, because like I still feel like I would take the games back then than I would today, because now like it got to a point where I felt like the games, yeah, they had no ambition, kind of like Sonic Colors, but I still enjoyed Sonic Colors as a game, just not as an experience. I didn't enjoy it as an experience. I just enjoy the gameplay. Usually the immersion is what's going to get it for me. Everyone likes something different in gaming, and the most important part is the gameplay. objectively is the gameplay, because that's what games are. They're meant to be. If you play it and they're fun, that's cool, but there's a lot of subjectiveness that comes to that when it comes to just what people enjoy when taking in entertainment. For me, immersion is on that top list for me. If they can do that, some things can go by for me. Ooh. I thought maybe. Oh my lord. Okay, I know it's not the red light. At least I know it's not the red light. That is the important part. But for me, immersion is top, and if you don't have that, like if you don't have incredibly fun gameplay or there's some flaws here and there, it won't matter. That's why I liked Sonic 06. Sonic 06 made me feel pretty good. I liked it a lot, but I also didn't run into many bugs, and also I have a tolerance in what I consider to be challenge if I'm trying to play it in a certain way. If there are certain things I need to avoid, I just try to avoid them and play that way. But I do recognize that it's definitely not as polished in the gameplay, but that's, again, objectively, the gameplay is to be the thing that should be the best in the whole package. But there's a lot that we can take from all of it. Oh, you're fresh and healthy. Gosh darn you. Wait, let me get you a fresh and healthy dose of... okay. Minimal injuries. Okay. Does it change after I injure it a little bit more? Let's see. No. Okay. Oh. Yeah. And the walls. I probably should have, I probably should have observed that, but I did not. It's unfortunate. So it's closing. Maybe that's okay. It looks like a spherical clamp. This. Okay, cool. It's very weird not playing with a controller on this is very weird compared to just playing it on either with motion controls or the controller not being a GameCube controller. It's very interesting. Whoops. Gotta get used to that. Thank you. Okay, I guess I have to do this in order to dodge them. Okay, I didn't dodge them. Alright, very good. Charge beam can be used to draw in pickups. Very good. I kind of like that about this game, in the sense that this was their solution to getting pickups in the first place. A very interesting one, but still something that's not immersion breaking, I think is what I want to say. Space Pirates death caused to acid burns on the face. I understand you guys had it rough in here. As a couple of people died by acid so far. Struggled to get through the door. Okay, cool. I have another one. Cranial. This is a save point. Show Sam is saving. Yeah. I think that this is funny that they must have been laughing putting all this in putting this in all the logs. Say, hey, what's up, Shin? How you doing? How are you liking Prime Remastered so far? So far, it's good. We've kind of just been discussing. We've just been discussing why people like Metroid Prime Remastered so much, but also in general why people tend to like the remasters or remakes of games. And we were kind of thinking, like we were discussing it, and it's like, of course, Like, I personally felt like we never needed... Oh, I need to do that from bottom to top or whatever. Bottom to top for the messages on this channel. Okay, very good. But we're talking about how I don't believe that the Prime games needed a remaster at all. Even when I played this a year and some change ago on the Wii U or even on the GameCube, I felt like it still looked good the way that it was. I appreciated it, but then it's like at the same time when they grace us with such glory as a remaster like this, it makes sense as to why people want the other games remastered as well. So it just makes sense in that regard. But I was still kind of just popping the question out there just to see other people's viewpoints. Another thing I was thinking about is like, some games get stuck in the past in the confines of their time period with technology and stuff. So even people who made great works of art still, despite the limitations, it just makes a remaster, remake for those games such a treat to be able to experience in a modern era alongside other games, to see that they can also stand the test and hang with the big boys even outside of their time. I forgot. Ooh, help! I can't scan that fast. I need help. Ah, gosh. But it's been a while. I haven't played this one just yet. Have you played it, Shin, by any chance? Yeah, nice. Yeah, I could settle with a slightly polished trilogy port, but haven't done 2 or 3 yet, so I'm sort of sad. Yeah, I am also sad. Ooh! I am also sad, because it's like, if you're gonna do it, then it would have been cool. And then we were kind of speculating. That maybe the only reason why they're doing this is kind of like a theory I was proposing. It's not like an out there theory. It's not an out there theory, because I'm sure other people have thought about it. But maybe the reason why they did this was to just show us what they got going, for the fact that they're like, this is what we actually got cooking up in here. We know how to cook still, and you should understand that and be excited for Metroid Prime 4. Get up. Oh. I understand. Don't swarm me. I already read your message about how dangerous you guys can be in swarms. I haven't replayed the second game yet after all this time, though. That's what I was going to do. But then they came out with the remaster, and I was like, I guess I gotta play in Metroid Prime again. I need to play 3, because that's the only one I haven't played. But even then, I still encourage playing the trilogy, because the trilogy looks good, still playable today. You just get the best of both worlds with the Prime Remastered, which is something else we're also talking about. Is the fact that even though this game didn't need a remaster, it still benefits being able to see it in such a good glory. But it's definitely not necessary. It's not necessary. Also, sorry, I'll fix the chat here in a little bit. I was trying to figure out where the best place would be to hold it, but there is no best place, because there's like his whole thing is an overlay. These parasites got nothing on me, Des. At least supposedly. Stay back. Ah! Okay. But I could settle with a slightly polished trilogy, but so have you, that means you have you played it yet, or no? Oh goodness, I went the wrong way, didn't I? I need to follow it, right? Follow it. Alright. We're almost out of here. before we lose all of our grace. There's no time to scan. Okay. Not as, love the Prime games? Okay, cool. Not as much as 2 games, but I enjoy them. They're very nostalgic for me. Ridley! Yeah, I like the Prime games. Yeah, I would say the same. I have a lot of care and love for the 2D games. And of course, I guess when talking about a remaster remake for those, it's hard to say want remakes for like for the 2D games, because the 2D sprites are everlasting. Sprites are everlasting in many ways and never really need anything. No, I want my grace, my shoulder pads. No! We still look pretty good though. Get going. Morph ball, Various suit, missile. Goodness, even the missiles? I didn't think about that. And a charge beam? Okay, I guess it was like the first 3D, so it's like they're trying to go all the way back to the roots and let you experience it in that way. I see, I understand. How long did I spend here? I'm kind of crazy for that. Room dispersion, okay. Alright. We don't need to aim. I kind of enjoyed replaying the Prime on the Wii U. That was fun. Using the motion controls. The first time I used the motion controls with the Prime game. And it's good that they give you the best of both worlds here as well. It is very nice. Very nice. Let me go ahead and fix this while they're doing the cutscene. Get going, Samus. But Ridley be out there and coming, doing darndest over here. So how long do I usually have it up? Tracking enemy target. On enemy target has been lost. Ground-based recon is required. So 30 seconds and then bottom, right? Bottom, 30 seconds and bottom. Now we get to see what the rest of the game kind of looks like in its glory. I've seen little bits and pictures of it and stuff. Still looking as good. I mean, it's better, but like I said, I still appreciate what it was like back in the day. But this is like, I guess, a kind of like a flex of how much more they can do for Prime 4. Which I think is the reason why they're only doing it for this one. But the fact that they've given it to us, I'd love if they actually did, you know? I would. New extras have been unlocked. Very good. Do you want to save? I would love to save. Thank you for asking. So alignment at the bottom. And I think the scale is like 120. I want to say 120 on my other one, but we'll make sure that that is the case. Thank you. Let's make sure this is where I would like it to be. Look at it. Look at it. The glory. The honor. Oh, at this point, I think I just need to refresh it. Yeah, I think that's all I have to do. They got that song playing back in the back too. I wonder if I ever noticed this before. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Hopefully I don't take as long to replay this. I might not even replay the whole thing on stream, but this is mostly for the discussion, so I kind of want to get into the what other people think about how other people feel about this topic of remasters and remakes, and why it's important, or why some people might not think it's important. There was another thing we were talking about earlier, bringing up the point of, yeah, was this section like this with this music at the beginning, like the triumphant songs. Was this here? I do wonder. But look at it. Look at it. Look at us. Look at us. Oh, so it is the same. How interesting. I don't replay games in general that often. I love them as experience. I tend to intake games as an experience first and foremost, which makes them some of more of my favorite games. Which at that same time, I don't have a lot of favorite games because I enjoy them all as individual experiences. I just enjoy the experiences. But when it comes to games, I was talking about how everyone has a different thing that they care about when intaking media, and when it comes to games, first and foremost, the gameplay should be good. The gameplay should be the best thing about the game, because that is like one of the core structures. If it's fun, if it's easy to navigate, fun to play, that makes it important. It makes it that's important to an experience. But I specifically love the immersion from a game more than I love the fact of how good the gameplay is. Gameplay for me is second, but not that I don't enjoy really good control and fun games. It's just that if you can pull off the immersion, you don't have to have the greatest gameplay for me, which was for me, that was a lot of my experience growing up. But I still do love me some good gameplay, because especially when it comes to challenging games, because you guys all know I like the challenge. Challenge is nice and fun, especially against other people and even by yourself. But yeah, I just appreciate. Oh dang, they already hurt my girl. Samus, I'm sorry. I should have scanned those. I did not scan those. The few times that story isn't as important as the gameplay for me is the Kingdom Hearts series. That makes sense, because Kingdom Hearts is pretty good at gameplay. At least to me. Some people say it's too easy. I tend to pace myself during a game because I don't like to just keep pressing buttons. I like to see when the combos stop and end, and like when I can press the next button, so I'm consciously playing instead of just tapping the button. But some people say it's too hard, you should always play it on proud mode. But I'm like, I still have a kind of a tough time sometimes. I can't go through here probably. For me, the Kingdom, don't get me wrong, I love Kingdom Hearts for most people, but post-game and in-game stuff is pretty challenging. That stuff is fun. I remember I didn't get to do a lot in the first I did a lot in the second game. Not the first game, but when I played the second game and Dream Drive Distance was still kind of fun on 3DS. I can't get past here, so and Birth by Sleep, I did a lot of their cool challenging stuff. That stuff is still kind of cool. Like when the gameplay is done really right in Kingdom Hearts, it can make for an immersive experience too. They can make immersion in a lot of different ways but immersion can be instilled in the gameplay as well to make you feel a part of it can be a part of the immersion as well. But usually it's the world and the story that drives me in. But if you can still do that by the gameplay, that's wonderful. I think Kingdom Hearts is a good example of that for me. I was more invested in the story than it was the gameplay back then, but it was still super fun. Like, that was just fun. Like, just flipping around doing all this crazy stuff is just actually fun. Step back! Let me just scan you for a second. I kind of want you in the book. You have to let me have that book. Okay. Guys, just be careful. Be careful and be spry. But there's a lot of different ways to add to an enjoyment of the game, and for me it is the immersion, and that's how a lot of games did that for me too, when they make it realistic. So say for instance, this is something in a video currently in the middle of, well, I already finished scripting and recording the voiceover for it, but on this channel, for Super Metroid, one of those things was how they actually make you this, like, the untelling story still gosh, the story that it tells without dialogue is very cool, and the atmosphere is really cool, very, very immersive. But the way that they make you play as Samus also makes me very immersed in the game way back then. But sorry, we kind of got, well, we don't need to apologize for getting off topic. Anything could be on topic at this point, but gosh, I'm sorry. Something is trying to make it back to my windpipe. Also, it still hasn't updated for whatever reason, so let me see. It's supposed to be, it did start going from bottom to top, but it's not disappearing. Let me see if I could change that again. Sorry, this is on a different channel, so I might have not had updated thingies that I have on, like, my other channel that I usually stream on Twitch with. Did I ever? Oh, hide message. I never clicked on that. Okay, there we go. Very good. That should work now. Hide after 30 seconds. 30 seconds. There we go. Refresh once again. Okay, thank you for the patience. Okay, sorry. I don't think you get destroyed, do you? Maybe by your own? Yeah, you kind of got destroyed by your own thing. Guess it's showing me a lot of places I can't. Oh, okay, oh no, I can't. And just in case you got across the water, then just realize, oh, well, you can get across there pretty easily. First time in like 20 years you beat Battle Network 2. Oh, wow, very nice. First time in like 20 years. That'll be me too. I haven't actually played through. I need to go ahead. I started it whenever the Legacy Collection first came out, but I haven't actually gone back to playing it. I was just gonna play it on my own time on my Switch, but maybe I'll stream it since I started streaming it to begin with. But I wanted to move on because at that point I was still doing all of my channel stuff on one channel, or like all of the types of videos on one channel. So I wanted to start on that stuff and do different streams. But now I have a schedule and stuff. So, well, these channels, the other two, this channel and the other one, were already ready a long time ago. I just haven't figured out what, well, back then I hadn't had it figured out anyways. That's pretty cool. There's still, what did you think about that, Neo? The Battle Network 2. I haven't played it yet, or all of it. I've played the mechanics of the game, so I know the chips and stuff because I've played the PvP because that's what Tango allows, since they give you full complete save files so you can still play against the people. Age of the struggle. Disturbance of this at the site. Okay, let us see. Take me there. I thought the translation was sort of weird at times, but overall the story is pretty solid, and I'm getting the hang of the combat again finally. Cool. So like you used to play it back in the past, but you didn't beat it all the way back then. It's kind of what I'm getting from that. I never got to start 2 or 3 back then. I played 1 on emulator. We had 4, 5, and 6 on Game Boy, and played 1 on the emulator, and then did a bunch of stuff after the game was over, but then I never got to play that one. Busy playing other games back then as a child. Like, I don't know if you've ever played a game called Drill Dozer. Drill Dozer was super fun to come across. And then Fire Emblem, the one with my favorite character in it that shares my name, Lynn, because my middle name is Lynn of a certain type. It can be abbreviated as Lynn. But I beat it before as a kid, but I was never really that great at the combat and didn't play it recently, much so my skills were pretty terrible. Mega Man Battle Network in general is a very difficult game to play. Like, it's easy to say after the fact whenever you've played it that, hey, this what do you mean? But no, it's a hard game. It's like almost like one of its kind. To an extent. It's not until recently that people have did they make it so that I can mark stuff? Did they add stuff like that to this? Let me see. Let's see. I wonder if they added a feature to where you can like mark anything. I don't think so. I don't think so, which is fine. That's probably one thing that they could have done, but at that point, that's just part of the Metroid formula. But yeah, Mega Man is a hard. Battle Network, I mean, Mega Man's always kind of been hard. The classic games into the X games. X games, in my opinion, probably made it a little bit easier because they make lore-wise, he can take care of himself a bit better than I guess classic can, and without the dash and the armor upgrades and stuff. This all attributes to his abilities, X's abilities. And then classic, I still think is like one of the hardest. Zero may be coming second, maybe. And then X maybe being the least hardest of those three, for me at least, and how I perceive it. And even with games like that, because I'm kind of getting back on topic, they didn't get remasters or anything. They got ports, which is still, I guess, in a form of a re-release in some way, shape, or form. And those types of re-releases are solely they're solely there for the reason of bringing them to modern stuff instead of actually improving upon them, though they did improve upon, like, for instance, the Zero collection, for instance. That was a way that they still added upon the game without actually having done much of a rework. And adding the save states, or like not the save states, but like the equivalent of the save states within like a certain part of the game. So like checkpoints. That was something that was nice for people to have because of the fact that the Zero games were hard, and they made it more accessible to more casual players or first-time players. So stuff like that is really cool when introducing the concept of remakes and remasters, which we did talk about a little bit earlier as well. I can get you guys without the lock on. I don't need you. I probably need missiles to destroy those, though, I feel like I want to say. But we were talking about that a little bit. Hey, Gabrielle! Though I think that this is still notifications. I haven't set up Steam Labs on Steam Lab widgets on for this channel, so I'm pretty sure that's someone who subscribed to the other channel, not this channel, because I don't think I have that set up yet. I have to have a different. I don't have an account for this channel and the other one for those notifications. But for some reason, if you are here, or I assume you're not, because I think it's just someone subscribing while they're not watching. They're just subscribed because they probably saw a video or something. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. If you are here, also just welcome. We're talking about remasters and why people want a remaster for the rest of the Prime games, and just perspectives on what other people think while it is that I am playing this. Because I haven't played this yet myself, so this is a nice experience to go through. I've played the, I played Prime 1 on GameCube. I played it again on the Trilogy. I played Prime 2 on the GameCube. Still need to play it on the Trilogy. Sorry guys, they're lighting my way. I should not harm them. I already did, but that's unfortunate.
Recording to logbook.
Yes. But it's like at that point when you're asking a question of why people like remasters, are they important and why are they important? And I do feel that they are important because of people who make art, who make great art, and just it could benefit from a whole rework and explore their ideas in such a way that couldn't be explored before because of older hardware and such. And then also to just show the fact that they're hiding it from me. It's a boss, I figured. I forgot. I think this is like the big B thing, right? Or am I lying to myself? No, that's not that. Oh, it is the bees though. I felt like, okay, I should do the walk on here because I can do this. Oh, where are you? I know the line of action. There we go. Yeah. I know the line of action that you guys go upon, take upon yourselves. What's up? Okay. Okay, more bees. Okay. Oh, line of action. I'm trying to do it without locking on, but I am kind of spammy. Okay, I am spammy because I have to do that for the line of action. No, I was trying. Okay. Where are you guys standing still at? You coming back? Okay, he stopped. Thank you. Oh, gotta get. It's just harder to play on this. It is so weird to play on a regular controller for this game. Because I still, even having not played it on, even having not played it on my GameCube in such a long time, that's the only way I feel I remember playing it on a controller. Come on, okay, somebody stop. Okay, I shouldn't play around. I don't have like a health tanks, but like I still kind of wanna. Okay, let's just let's just use the lock on. But there's much that game can improve upon by doing that and benefit when it comes to give me my missiles back. Missiles are the first upgrade that we received back. I think that's interesting. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Okay. Boom, shakalaka. Des. Oh, and the energy tank right off the bat. 100 units in my hands. Energy Energy tank required. I mean acquired. I guess they added this because I'm very certain before, when you shot in the other versions of this game, when you shot once. If you wanted to, if you held it down, it would shoot once and you start charging. Here they give you like a 3 burst and then it'll start charging. Yeah, a 3 burst and then it will start charging, which is interesting. I guess they wanted to like make it a little bit easier to get more shots off between charge shots. What? I guess they made, oh, it's just how I'm supposed to get back. Very good. Now, when it comes to the Prime games, they definitely don't need a rework for the sake of polish, because despite them coming out for so long ago, the games look so good already. So good. They look very good. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to get it without the extra help. Oh, that stuff is probably poisonous. Thank you. Brimstone. I always forget which is which can be destroyed with which. But I assume it's with missiles for right now, since... I know, I'm sorry. Ah, gosh. Thank you. The Prime games don't need it, but it still got it, and it still shows what it could be used for as far as a remake. Again, I feel like Nintendo did this just for the sake of flexing. Not in like a bad way, but just more like, hey, Prime 4 is coming. Just so you guys know, we still got it. We're still cooking, and the people we have working on it are still cooking at an extreme with extreme degrees and temperatures and different sauces and spices and whatnot. Alright, very good. We got the map. Alright. There's a room there. And we can't go that way because, which is understandable. At this point, there was a door that was blocked that we might end up just going through here for. And maybe I'll end it for today after that. Because I need to go join Community Day. Yeah, that looks like that type of door. But what is like some of your guys' main ideas or reasons for wanting a remake? Is it because we talked about a few things earlier, and it kind of boils down to a few things. Like one that we already said, which is like many games can benefit from being shown in a different prime of theirs, games that were already so good in its time but can just benefit superbly from more from being brought to current hardware. No, you don't. Darn. I'm trying, but it's still a challenge for me to try to do it this way. Okay. That's just a whole morph ball puzzle. Or is it because you don't really jive with the way games are? Do you not really play a lot of new games as of late? Do you appreciate the older games, and that's why you kind of want more of the games to come back? Because that's just a lot of where your heart lies, where a lot of your enjoyment in gaming was. So being able to have it on current, anything that you have, since having them not so current is just getting harder, and they're taking away possibilities to play certain things, and because of not supporting the stores anymore and stuff like that, which I guess probably costs money in some way, shape, or form. I would assume that's why they would get rid of the stores. At least I think. I don't think, at the same time, I don't think so, because like when everyone made the hoopla about taking down the PS3, PS Vita stores, it's like, well, if it was really that issue, they would have just said so instead of saying like, well, because they still technically can get money from it if they just feel like it's not worth having because it costs money, but they're not receiving as much money. And I feel like they would have taken that stuff down way earlier. So I don't think it's a matter of moolah when it comes to games that they take access away from us via stores. Almost has like a little bit of an auto lock on, because I know I'm missing some of these. And I think it's a mix of a lot of things for me personally. I don't necessarily feel like I need to have remakes or remasters, as long as I can play the things that I love. As long as that ability to play those things doesn't go away, then I feel like I'm good. Yeah, I figured. Because like I still have so many games that I play on my older systems, and I don't mind taking out those older systems and playing them, but having them on newer hardware is still cool and convenient. So I don't necessarily need remasters or remakes for that reason, as far as like being able to play what I love and not finding the best experience with games that not finding that I jive with a lot of what's modern for me. That's not necessarily the case for me, as long as it's not taken away, but that is what has happened to a lot of people. Because like there are some people who don't own a Wii U or Wii or something like that, and even if they do now, they still wouldn't be able to because of the fact I thought so, but I just kind of wanted to make sure. But now either way, if people have them or don't have them, oh shoot, I forgot, I fumbled which button it was at the very last moment. But even if they do now, they can't play those games, like the stuff like the Nintendo, the games that are on the Wii. Do make your decision. He wants to be up in my face and do this shimmy. They just what? You're kind of funny for that, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Let me just get his face. Oh boy. So it is unfortunate for when that happens. Cause then it's like, it's just gone. Like, it's just gone. But for Nintendo, it's more of a thing of whether, because they know that there's a market, and they have benefited. And oh, I forgot to scan that. That's unfortunate. They benefit from. I forgot to scan the monster too. They benefit from. They've found a way to benefit from. I don't have bombs or boost, correct? they dangle so many things in front of your face at the same time, because I doubt I can do this without the boost. I can't be as pro skater. I can't be a pro skater. It just tells you right here it needs augmentation. I don't know if it used to say that before or not, but that's funny if they added that in. But anyways, I guess we'll get to the save point and I'll end it for today and go join the community day. Oh, how funny is that? Guys, we are already going through this. Okay. So where is the nearest save point? Because I never found one. Not here, not anywhere. So it's like I do have to go back here because I can't go there. There are ways that have been opened up to go back here. It's a true statement. But what else? Those are the biggest reasons I can think of, is that I'm thinking about remasters and remakes and why people might want them. And I guess the third one might be just kind of what this game is, because I've mentioned it many times already. This game, the other Prime games, they don't need remasters or remakes. Or maybe there's 4. They don't need remasters or remakes because I think they are already good the way that they are. But when it comes to how they can make it kind of like eye candy like this, and just also with the combination of being brought to modern hardware, that's where you can find the benefits for remastering a game like this. And I don't know how much quality of life they've done in this. So far I feel like most of it is the same. Like, I don't think this game was already very well done, unless, you know, like that one thing that we just saw might have been a quality of life, like how they do the hint system might be different now, just to be a bit more helpful. Because if anything, that's like maybe the biggest complaint that anyone can ever really have with this game, or not necessarily can have, but like the one that most people would probably have is just the fact that this game's hint system can be weird in certain areas. So maybe that's something they probably did a quality of life, but besides that, the game is like almost perfect the way that it is, because we love it regardless. The way that nothing really about this game it needs it, but that's probably another point added to it. It just being brought to modern hardware, and also getting that fresh coat of paint, and then seeing, like, you know, how it can maybe also stand up against other games. And now, like, it can stand next to other games today, not necessarily as a masterpiece above them, but just that it can be a game that can still be played today and enjoyed. That's always another thought. But that's all for today. I will pick it back up probably next Sunday. That's whenever I plan to do one of these, and and maybe just have little discussion streams like this about different things. But for now, it might just be about this, because we know Prime 4 is coming, and for those of you who on the YouTube side have watched this stuff, you know that the next set of videos is Metroid related, in the chronological tale, and I'll have 2 other videos besides that. So I have 2 videos coming for Metroid in the chronological tale that was already going to happen after Sonic, because that was the order of events. And then I'm gonna have 2 bonus videos on that, which I haven't recorded those yet, but that'll be what I start recording next, after I finish recording this little short voiceover. But after that is done, I've already scripted out the whole things. They just need to be recorded and edited, and the 2 chronological tale videos have already been done. So that's something to look forward to. I finally started getting back on that like a month or so ago, And even though it took a while for me to, because I had the scripts done for so long now, I just need to record them. I got so busy with other things, but now I feel like I'm ready to be able to have a focus there, which I'm super happy about, because I'm excited after doing the voiceover for the second video, the second Metroid video. Excuse me, guys. Gosh. That's what happens when I talk a lot, because I don't usually talk a lot, so my voice gives out pretty early in. But when I was recording the second video of the two that are part of the chronological tale, I was so excited. I felt it was really fun to do the voiceover, so I'm super happy about that. I was just like, I scripted some good stuff, or at least stuff that I enjoy, so I'm so glad I actually got to that point, because, like, I guess finally, but, like, I'm glad the spark is still there for me to do those scripted videos. It was just so fun to actually voice it over. But, we're gonna raid someone on Twitch. I don't have anyone on YouTube that I can raid, so we're just gonna be sending it over to them. Where are my follow people? And they've changed this so much. They've changed this so much now on Twitter. Why can't I just see who? Is it because no one I'm following is actually on? That doesn't sound. I guess that is right. Okay, that's fine though. Then we'll probably just end it there. I don't know if I have the energy. I can't stick around to, if I raid someone else's stream right now, to like try to get to know them and like just give my regards and stuff. But make sure you all have a nice rest of your day.